Namaskara, people of Karnataka. Voting done. Now for the verdict.
The big picture is simply this. The Indian National Congress defeated in election after election in recent times.
Where seemingly you've done very well in the Vokaliga belt, you've been able to pull away.
Accurate results at blinding speed. The only results broadcast India will watch. Double engine in top gear. Verdict day with the #1 election team. May 13th, 6 a.m. onwards. Only on India Today TV.
Good evening. You're watching 6 p.m. Prime here on India Today. I'm Akshita Nandagopal. In exactly 12 hours from now, our non-stop exhaustive coverage of Result Day for Karnataka is coming your way. And we're setting the stage, we're setting the tone here over the next 30 minutes. Let's begin with the headlines. Interim relief for Imran Khan. Court grants him bail in all cases. Pak government told to ensure Imran's security. Pakistan Prime Minister Shehbaz Mal's declaring emergency. Karnataka BJP sources hint at Operation Lotus's Plan B. Request Amit Shah to visit Bengaluru tomorrow. Supreme Court pulls up Mamata government for banning the Kerala story. Says West Bengal is not different from the rest of the country. Sends notice to the Mamata government. Sachin's Sangharsh against Gehlot continues as pilot resumes march from Ajmer, attacks Gehlot and BJP over corruption. Former NCB officer Samir Vankade booked. CBI files corruption case against him. Properties of all accused searched. Big development in Gyanvapi Temple Mosque. Rao court allows Archaeological Survey of India to conduct carbon dating of the alleged shivling without damaging the structure.
Co-presented by Star Health Insurance, the health insurance specialist. Powered by Jaguar, discover the magic of smart lights. Co-powered by Tech Pro by Blackberries. Show the way.
Let's begin by rounding up for you all the updates coming in from Karnataka. With hours to go for counting, political parties are getting into huddles, even figuring out their plan B. Amid all the speculation on whether Kumaraswamy will once again be the kingmaker, the former Karnataka Chief Minister has flown to Singapore for personal reasons, but will reportedly be back today before Result Day. The JDS leader, remember, was also hospitalized during campaigning and had visited Singapore earlier as well for health reasons. Karnataka Chief Minister Basavaraj Bommai also met with BJP stalwart B.S. Yediyurappa at his residence. The meeting comes as the exit polls show an edge to Congress and speculation over the BJP firming up a plan B. DK Shivkumar also met with Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge. Randeep Surjewala was also a part of this crucial meeting. Senior Congress leaders reportedly have discussed their strategy for counting day tomorrow. Senior Congress leader and former Karnataka Deputy Chief Minister G. Parameshwara has once again expressed publicly his ambition to be named as the Chief Minister if the Congress wins. Parameshwara further added that the final decision will be taken by the party's High Command. This is at a time when already DK Shivkumar and Siddaramaiah have thrown their hat in the ring. They're in the running for the post. Even as the BJP and Congress are firming up a plan B, JDS is now claiming both parties have approached them. A huge storm was kicked off after JDS spokesperson Tanveer Ahmed claimed his party will be the kingmaker and has declared they will take a call on all post-poll alliance options. But the JDS soon enough cracked the whip against Tanveer Ahmed, removing him as a spokesperson. hectic political activity right now underway in Karnataka. Let's sum up for you exactly where the big political players are currently. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has been busy in Gujarat launching development schemes. He's currently in Gandhinagar. Will he be making his way to Karnataka? We're being told that is only if the mandate goes in the BJP's way. There's a possibility of him being there for the swearing in. Amit Shah is in Bengal, in North 24 Paraganas, but the BJP state unit reportedly has asked Amit Shah if he could fly down to Bengaluru tomorrow. So there's a possibility he'll be in Karnataka on result day. JP Nadda, the BJP president, is currently in the national capital. B.S. Yediyurappa is in Bengaluru. The BJP veteran who's been an active part of the campaign is currently in Bengaluru, has been holding crucial meetings even with Karnataka Chief Minister Basuraj Bommai, who is also currently in the city of Bengaluru. Then you have Rahul Gandhi, who is in the national capital. As far as the Congress is concerned, their national leadership remains in Delhi because their regional leadership has been taking all calls. And the regional leadership also includes Mallikarjun Kharge, who is, yes, the Congress national president, but as he said, he is a son of the soil in Karnataka. So he's currently in Bengaluru, once again has been holding a series of meetings along with former Chief Minister Siddaramaiah. A CM hopeful right now, he's also currently based in Bengaluru. The temple hopping has begun. DK Shivkumar is currently in Tamil Nadu, in Tiruvannamalai, where he visited a temple. We'll be putting out those images for you as well in just a bit. So many leaders already firming up their plans right now. HD Kumaraswamy is in Singapore. He's currently not in India, but he's going to be flying back, we hear, this evening. Let me take this across to our reporters on the ground. We have Anaga as well as Shilpa Nair joining us live from Bengaluru. Anaga, to you first at this point, and before that, let me bring in Shilpa Nair. Shilpa, obviously a lot of hectic political activity happening, and there's a lot of talk of how these parties have really been reading into the exit polls, particularly the India Today exit poll I hear has really shaken up things in Karnataka.
Well, absolutely. All, eyes on whether India Today Access gets its numbers right tomorrow. And, in the past, we've proven ourselves right. So hopefully we'll prove ourselves right once again tomorrow. But yes, definitely the situation is quite fluidic here in Karnataka as of now, because on one hand, you have a set of exit polls which are predicting, a majority for the Congress. Well, there are others, which are predicting a hung assembly or, Congress with a very, very small edge. So that is the reason why, the situation is quite fluidic at this moment. And what we're given to understand is that both parties, both the Congress and the BJP, have reached out to independent candidates who are likely to win. In fact, today there was a crucial meeting both at AICC President Kharge's residence here in Bengaluru and at B.S. Yediyurappa's residence in Bengaluru. At B.S. Yediyurappa's residence, Chief Minister Bommai and several other BJP's leaders had called on Yediyurappa, one of the senior leaders of the BJP here in the state. And the meeting, of course, went on for 20-25 minutes. And speaking about that meeting, Minister Murugesh Nirani said that, we are confident of winning around 108 seats. And in 35 seats, there's going to be a very close competition. And that is the reason why, they are trying to prepare themselves for every eventuality that the results could throw up tomorrow and make sure that, their house is in order and they come up with a plan what needs to be done if at all there is a possibility of a hung assembly. Likewise, the Congress party too, there are of course speculations that the BJP has already started Operation Kamla. In fact, Minister R. Ashok today kicked up a controversy saying that their B plan is ready. Now, what is this B plan? The Congress says it's about
poaching Congress plan B of the BJP. What is that all about? Well, the BJP has announced that they are firming up a second plan B, as I mentioned, in case they don't manage to achieve a majority on their own. And particularly a comment by R. Ashoka has sparked speculation that perhaps Operation Lotus, Operation Kamla could swing in Karnataka.
The results are not out yet, but political parties in Karnataka are busy working on backup plans in case the elections throw up a hung assembly. The BJP already has a plan B ready and its leaders are talking about it openly, sparking speculation about another season of Operation Lotus.
BJP is full majority, I think. One thing, we will form the government. BJP form the government. If anything happens, we will see B plan also. So that decided by the central government.
Sources tell India Today, the state BJP has requested Union Home Minister Amit Shah to reach Bengaluru by Saturday evening if no party manages to get majority. Sources claim the BJP has shortlisted possible winners from opposition parties and is likely to approach first-time Congress and JDS MLAs. The BJP, according to sources, will be considering options of forming government even if the Congress gets a slender majority. Karnataka Chief Minister Basavaraj Bommai, though, is confident of getting the required majority.
Even I say that there is no chance for Ranga Assembly. We will win with comfortable majority. 1 year they only ruled, no? 1 year it was a coalition government and it failed miserably.
Sir, DK Shivkumar says that...
did the unholy alliances.
The Congress, which many exit polls have given an edge, is aware of the dangers lurking. The party's top leaders met on Friday to chart their plan of action.
See, Operation Lotus has been originated and mastered in Karnataka. So if you read through the Karnataka political history, we have this black mark on us saying that the origin of Operation Lotus started in Karnataka. But having said that, we have to be careful. We'll keep our flock together.
The self-proclaimed joker in the pack, the JDS is claiming offers from both BJP and Congress.
Both the parties have really approached us. Both the parties know that JDS is really going to play a significant role in the decision after the post result. So we are definitely keeping our ideas of development of Karnataka as a primary factor, and definitely we would announce it at an appropriate time.
Whether any party wins majority or not, the BJP open claims of Plan B means Karnataka could see some resort politics yet again.
Well, with just 24 hours more to go for the big day that's going to decide the future of Karnataka, make no mistake, Karnataka is one such state where both the parties give as good as they get. With video journalist Shivashankar, Anaka Keshav for India Today, Bengaluru.
Now, I know a lot of you have been watching out for the India Today Access My India exit poll numbers and questioning how is it that the Congress is gaining so much and the BJP is losing. Let's break that down based on the data we have and caste, particularly focusing on the caste factor. Where is Congress gaining? Well, they have several strongholds and other groups as well. As far as the Lingayat vote is concerned, they go up by 7%. That's a huge margin, which means they're eating out of the JDS vote bank there. As far as Lingayats is concerned, you can see that right now that number is flashing also on your screens. That's at about 4%, so not a big jump there. Tribal 4%, Dalit, importantly, is a jump of 14%, which is again huge, which could be the Kharge factor also. As far as Kurubas are concerned, there's a jump of 4%, Muslims 10% and OBC of 5%. All of that together is how really the Congress is gaining based on the numbers that our exit poll has shown. What does that mean for the BJP? Where is the BJP losing? Well, the only good news perhaps for the BJP is that their stronghold, their vote bank of the Lingayats, there's no change at all. It remains exactly the same. They've lost out, however, on the tribal vote, the Dalit vote, because if you look at the tribals, it's minus 1%. The Dalit is a minus 5%. And that's a big number there. And the Kurubas at minus 1%. The Muslim vote is at minus 4%. Is that an impact of the Bajrang Bali controversy and that particular narrative? There were questions on that. The Christian vote minus 2%. Vokaliga, they've got slight gain of about 2%. That focus on the old Mysuru region seems to have worked only but very, very marginally. As far as the general category is concerned, there's a jump of 6%. And that breakdown, if the numbers hold true tomorrow, is something that the BJP will analyze and over-analyze at this point. Let me take this across also to our other reporters who are joining us from Bengaluru, who've been tracking, of course, through the entire election season, the entire campaign. Reintroducing Shilpa Nair, we have Anaga Keshav and Sagai Raj also live with us. Sagai, good evening. I see you standing at, of course, the Vidhan Sauda. You've all, of course, been tracking this election so closely. And going by these exit poll numbers, Sagai, you've seen the BJP campaigning so hard in the old Mysuru region. but that's not really translating to big bang gains, is it?
Absolutely. I'm outside the power center of Karnataka, where all the parties will be eyeing to step inside after the results announcement tomorrow. And talking about the old Mysuru region and the voting pattern, as you rightly pointed out, that a few patterns have worked out in favor of BJP and a few narratives have not worked out in favor of BJP. If you notice, the narrative set by the Congress party from day one, I mean to say, when they started a campaign against the BJP government, especially the corruption charges, PCM campaign, and several other things inside the Vidhan Sabha and outside, where they kept flower in the ears. So there was innovative campaign started by Congress, which has reached out nook and corner of the village, which has reached out the people of Karnataka. People of Karnataka is quite aware about the corruption charges of BJP government, and that is one of the reasons that why this election is going to be crucial for BJP ahead of Lok Sabha election next year. And that is the reason the national party leaders, I mean the national leaders from Prime Minister Narendra Modi to Amit Shah, everybody is travelling to Karnataka and campaign extensively
it was more
to ensure
definitely
that
a high-octane
BJP
campaign from both sides. As far as the old Mysuru region is concerned, doesn't look like, going by the exit poll numbers, BJP has got the gains that they thought they would. So guys, stay with me. I want to focus now on seat-wise what we've seen in the exit poll numbers. We've gone down to the ground and looked at every single constituency, and let's take you through some of the important faces. DK Shivkumar, for example, Karnataka Congress chief, how's it looking for him in Kanakpura? On voting day, we did speak about this being easy for him. And going by the numbers we have, yes, the Congress is most popular. It looks like the stage is set for DK Shivkumar to return as the MLA of Kanakpura. Not surprising, because he's called the boulder of Kanakpura. That's how popular he is there. What about Sidramaya from the constituency of Varuna, and where he's in fact up against a very strong BJP candidate in the form of V. Somanna. It looks like it's going to be easy, smooth sailing for Sidramaya going by our exit poll numbers. So no real tough fight there for Sidramaya, no last minute upset. Now here's an interesting one. Lakshman Savadi, a turncoat, someone who chose in fact the Congress over the BJP because he was denied a ticket from Athni. What our exit poll has picked up is that he is going to be winning in the seat, which means that the BJP could well regret the decision of not having given him that ticket. Baswaraj Bommai, who's looking for a fourth term from his stronghold of Shigaon in Haveri district, at this point it looks like he is going to win from his seat. Our exit poll numbers have predicted that he is very much strong and safe in that constituency. B.Y. Vijayendra, now big test for him because this is his first electoral fight from Shikaripura, his father's stronghold. It looks like he's going to be carrying forward his father's legacy, and we are predicting right now that he's going to win that seat. What about H.D. Kumaraswamy from Channapatna? Safe seat again, so no real surprise that when we went down to the ground and checked out what's the situation there, it looks like HDK will emerge on top. Let's run you through some big surprises, the tight fights, and you'll be very surprised by some of the names that really spring up here. In our exit poll, what we found in the old Mysuru region, while HDK is solid in Channapatna, what about Ramnagar? Nikhil Kumaraswamy is trying his luck as far as electoral performances are concerned. It's not going to be easy because the Congress candidate is very, very strong there, a Muslim candidate. There's a big question mark of whether Nikhil Kumaraswamy can actually sail through. He lost in 2019 in Mandya. Is he going to lose again? Big question there. Jagdish Shettar, another extremely interesting one. I know Hubli Dharwad Central is a constituency everyone's looking out for currently. Did the BJP make a mistake by not giving him a ticket? Well, going by the data that we have, it does look like it's going to be an interesting battle and a close one for Jagdish Shettar. Now, another interesting name is that of Mallikarjun Kharge's son Priyank Kharge, who is the MLA from Chittapur, but right now seems to be facing an uphill task of winning in that particular seat going by our exit poll numbers. So very interesting data that we've really picked up, and some of those tight fights are extremely interesting. I want to pick Anaga's brains on this. Anaga, let's focus on a couple of them, particularly that of Jagdish Shettar. Contrast that with Lakshman Savadi. And it looks like there's a 50-50 chance of bittersweet news for the BJP, that they could come to regret allowing Lakshman Savadi to go. But Jagdish Shettar, it looks like the decision could just be right going by our exit poll numbers.
That's right, Akshita. But on the ground reality, if you go there and take a look at what's actually happening, the people in Hubli and Dharwad, they actually do feel a sort of connect to Jagdish Shettar, because remember, he has consistently been winning in the Hubli-Dharwad central constituency. So, given the fact that Jagdish Shettar has been winning for several decades, we still don't know, if all these decades Shettar got all these votes because he was in BJP or because he was Mr. Shettar. We will know the answer to that only after the elections. If through all these decades was Shettar winning for his name and the kind of work that he was doing and for his stardom, or was it for the BJP? Remember, for Shettar and BJP, it is now an ego battle. Who was the bigger person over here? Should BJP regret letting go of Jagdish Shettar, denying a ticket to him at the last moment, not informing him until the campaign, until the candidate list was out? These were the allegations put forth by Jagdish Shettar, such a senior leader. He, originally he was known to be some sort of a mild-mannered man. Nobody thought that he would revolt in the kind of
the message that Shettar really put out was that the individual also matters. It's not just the party. Will that prediction of his come true come tomorrow? We'll wait and watch. Our exit poll numbers, however, don't seem to suggest very good news for him in the offing. Thanks very much, Shilpa, Anaga and Sagai, for joining us. Unfortunately, I've completely run out of time, but that was our curtain raiser to the Karnataka elections, to counting day tomorrow. As always, please do join us starting 6 a.m. We'll be on our non-stop breathless coverage, getting you every update that comes in from the field in Karnataka. As I wrap up this edition of 6 p.m. Prime, a reminder that in a few moments from now, Nabila Jamal is joining you live from Bengaluru with all the political action from the city.
Issues and factors influencing the Karnataka elections. Amul versus Nandini controversy. Hijab versus saffron debate. Corruption allegations. And the rebel factor are all crucial issues that could sway the voters. The Lingayat and Vocaliga communities have dominated state politics for decades, and their votes will be crucial. Stay tuned to indiatoday.in/interactive for our daily coverage of the Karnataka elections every Monday to Friday at 5 p.m. only on India Today TV. Don't miss out on the #1 election team. Reporting from Ground Zero. Grounded in journalism.
Big win for Delhi CM Arvind Kejriwal after a long drawn-out fight with the Lieutenant Governor and the centre. In a unanimous verdict, the Supreme Court on Thursday demarcated the powers of the centre and Delhi government with regard to governance of the national capital. The top court declared that the centre would control Delhi's land, public order and police. But the Delhi government will have legislative and executive powers over services. This means the Delhi government will decide on transfers and postings of all officials, including IAS, except those related to land, police and law and order. The court also ruled that the Lieutenant Governor was bound by the elected government's decisions.
The ideal conclusion would be that GNCTD ought to have control over services subject to exclusion of subjects which are out of its legislative domain. If services are excluded from its legislative and executive domain, the ministers and executives and the executive who are charged with formulating policies in the territory of NCTD would be excluded from controlling the civil service officers who implement such executive decisions.
Soon after the decision was announced, celebrations erupted at the Aam Aadmi Party headquarters in Delhi, where CM Kejriwal received a grand welcome. Party workers celebrated with firecrackers and drums. Aam Aadmi Party slammed the Narendra Modi government, accusing it of trying to usurp the powers of the Delhi government.
3 महीने के अंदर ही प्रधानमंत्री जी ने एक आदेश पारित करवाया केंद्र सरकार से कि दिल्ली के सर्विसेज के मामले अब दिल्ली की मुख्यमंत्री के पास नहीं रहेंगे, वो एलजी के पास रहेंगे या केंद्र सरकार के पास रहेंगे। ये आदेश प्रधानमंत्री जी ने 23 मई 2015 को पारित